challenging to assess the danger.
It wasn't always easy because during the build-up to an eruption like this, there's a lot of kind of highs and lows. The seismicity, the ground shaking would increase and then decrease and then increase and decrease. And they described it at the time as a real roller coaster. And sometimes they think that the volcano was calming down, sometimes it was building up.
But the volcano still had more surprises in store.
What then alerted the volcanologists that something more major could happen was that the magma itself started coming out, what we call a lava dome, a sort of very sticky lava flow. So the magma itself now had reached the surface.
Domes were starting to form, which is a concerning sign on a stratovolcano. We know that when a dome begins to form, it can lead to a hazardous situation. On June 7th, the alert level was raised as the situation became increasingly critical.
The eruptions were intensifying, and a blanket of ash covered everything. On June 7th, the authorities made the decision to evacuate a secondary zone, extending 12 miles around the volcano. The eruption of the century was on the horizon, yet the volcanologists were unable to foresee it.
Conditions were made even worse by the fact that during the preliminary explosions, pyroclastic flows were taking out the instruments, so they were losing information, they were going blind.
On June 14th, the alert level was raised to 5. 60,000 individuals were evacuated from within a 24 miles radius of the volcano.
The alert level is maxed out. We're at 5 out of 5, the red level, so to speak. It means it's necessary to evacuate the population over a significant distance. They're telling folks to leave right now. Everybody's got to go. Why? Do people got to believe them? Not necessarily, but the authorities made a pretty convincing case to make sure things go smoothly.
On June 15, 1991, the eruption reached its climax.
These are huge detonations. And then the amount of energy released during the eruption itself, many, many times, the Hiroshima atomic bomb, for example.
The eruption of Pinatubo was the most significant of the 20th century. Those who were on site witnessed a surreal phenomenon as daylight turned into darkness. The ashfall was so intense that vehicles had to navigate with their headlights on. To shield themselves from the ash, people put cardboard or plastic bags over their heads with makeshift eye holes. They struggled to breathe. For those who experienced it, it felt like a true apocalypse.
On the same day, a typhoon hit the Philippines, causing a chaotic combination of volcanic ash and rainfall, resulting in the formation of lahars.
These volcanic mud flows did a lot of damage, and they still continue to this day because the volcanic material is still present and the rainfall can still produce lahars long after the volcanic eruption is finished.
Nearly 1,000 Filipinos died during the cataclysmic eruption of Pinatubo. But thanks to the authorities' evacuation plan, more than 300,000 people were saved, a record-breaking achievement. The evacuation of the towns surrounding Pinatubo was one of the most successful in history.
Even though there were a number of fatalities associated with the Pinatubo eruption, it could have been a very different situation with much more people that lost lives and damage to infrastructure and property. So the authorities did an incredible job to, very quickly get monitoring equipment onto the volcano and to really try to realize the potential of a large-scale eruption that Mount Pinatubo was capable of. And luckily, because of these effective plans and communication and that people listened to these plans, they were able to save actually a lot of lives and infrastructure and reduce the impact on people and economic costs.
Across the ages, volcanic risk has shaped the lives of countless individuals worldwide. This perpetual coexistence serves as a constant reminder of our inherent vulnerability and the importance of cherishing and preserving the world that surrounds us.